Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Cowboys offense is up first today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern silver stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here. Chris, think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Southern California. And the defense adds 6 to the interception return.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start with the 25. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The short completion at the tight end. Using a strong stiff arm. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The Cowboys lining up here on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Grab down the middle. It's Rhodes. Tackle made after a big gain.
But a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Trojans offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play.
Illegal flag.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Third down play for this offense. Back to pass. It's DeMarco. It's a quick grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The offense now operating in empty. Second down, we're going to throw it. Screen to the wide receiver. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You'll see more positive yards after the catch here.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Eventually they tackle him, but what a spin move to earn him the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Using his legs, it's Vargas. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, USC. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Catch made on the left side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. And the Cowboys will line up to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On first down, it's play action. Looking to throw it deep. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. To the air, it's DeMarco. Caught over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Trojans are in the red zone. Quarterback keeps the football. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, SC.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. First down here for this offense. Trying to find some room. It's Vargas. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense now operating in the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Trojans line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And that run produces a decent gain. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. Play action here on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot. Fired into a tight window and picked off.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here comes a handoff. fighting him off. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
2nd down and goal. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
The pass rush closing in. Touchdown, Southern California. This offense really clicking. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback in this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Long distance bomb. It's good from 57 out. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They get the 2nd half started with a running play. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it again. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
He shreds the tackle. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Direct snap to the back. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Trojans hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second and goal for the offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Look at a throw on third and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. And out comes the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Try to catch the defense with the draw. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack. That sack makes it second down and forever. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it.
Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Knocks that one right down the middle. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The Trojans starting a new series here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Vargas. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense showing a bunch formation now. The shotgun running play call. They test the middle. And nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They continue to pound away on the ground, brings up a first and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing.
Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And the Trojans come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They finally corral him at the 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on second. And touchdown, USC. And the beatdown continues. Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Delivers from the pocket complete over the middle. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Dump off caught by the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. We reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He makes the grab. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Cowboys move into the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off or reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Getting set. Here's second down. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. At Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.